Welcome to the Intentional Awakening Podcast with your hosts, Kathy Brewer and Terrie Huberman.
Well, hello there, and welcome to the Intentional Awakening Podcast. I'm Terrie Huberman.
And I'm your co-host, Kathy Groover, and we will start every episode, as we always do, with an angel card. I got my angel cards ready.
I love this part of our podcast.
I do too. Oh, hey! Communication.
Oh my God. I love it.
Just talking about that. A vital link between your interior experience and outward expression. Willingness to share your feelings and thoughts can engage you in more meaningful relationships to yourself, others, and your environment. And it shows these four little angels all talking on the phone. Like old-fashioned, like landlines.
Yeah.
Like, remember those with cords? Yeah, for all those
the
of you
ones
at
that go
home.
like this. Hello.
Phones used to have cords. Yeah. So, and we're going to take bets on why I'm wearing this hat. Is it I'm cold? Is it my hair needs to be dyed? Or is it did I part my hair in the wrong place? So I'll let you all figure that out at home.
Is there a D, all of the above? That's what I would say.
Honestly, it's more B and C. I am a little chilly, but I don't need a beanie. It just looked hard. There was nothing I could do. So just nothing to be done. So we thought today, it's been a while. We thought we would do a reading for all of you. And Terrie and I, between us, have about 7 million decks of different cards. So should we just do a general reading since we're starting a new season of things? And
yeah, I would say let's just do a general reading. I wonder if, well, no, I don't think that would work. I don't know how we would do that. I was going to say if someone gives us a question for the next time. I don't know how we would do that.
Yeah, we'll figure that out.
This is not a live show, but okay, let me, I'm going to be using Colette Baron Reed's Good Tarot deck, and then Pam Grout and Colette Baron Reed's Oracle of Ease. So I'm first going to pick from the Good Tarot.
Great.
Here we go. This guy right here. Ooh. I feel attacked.
Oh boy.
Okay. Let's see. It's transformation. I don't know if you guys can see that. Transformation. And then we have Hasta La Vista, baby.
Oh my God.
These go well together, everybody.
I'm feeling prompted. So I've got the past life oracle cards. This is Doreen Virtue and Brian Weiss.
Okay, nice.
Two big, Doreen Virtue's been around forever. And Brian Weiss is the wrote about all so much past life stuff. So I have pulled finances.
Oh God. I swear this is a reading for me, Kathy. What the mama?
Finances and forgiveness.
Jesus.
Boy, I don't know what that could be. All right. So what you got from your end, girl?
Yeah. All right. So here's the thing. In order for any kind of healing to happen, there has to be change, right? So there's all these people running around going, I want this healing and I want this healing and I want this healing. But what needs to happen for that to heal? So there has to be transformation. And I really do feel that with everything that is going on in the world, so there's the collective and then there's the individual. And I feel like this transformation card is coming up for both the individual and the collective. And it always starts individually first before it goes collective. Because that's how energy goes. It goes in, out, and then energy goes from top, bottom. So for all of us who are watching, whenever you're watching, so I'm going to say this is going to be a timeless reading, not just when it's being posted.
Sure.
Where can you look in your life where there can be change that is happening? And you can usually, or that needs to happen, because usually it's where you're feeling restricted, lack of freedom, scarcity. That's usually where the transformation has to happen because it doesn't feel good. So I feel like we're all being called upon looking. I mean, obviously the media shows, information about what's happening outside. So I would say let's start on the inside first. What are the areas in your life where you're feeling restricted or scarce or smothered, or it just doesn't feel good? Because you're being called to actually work on that.
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
step up into that so that you can heal. And then that part of you, hasta la vista, baby, goes bye-bye,
Yeah.
right? So you've kind of outgrown yourself at that point and you've become a different version of
Yeah.
yourself. So transformation versionizes yourself. Is that a word? It is now.
Sure.
So that's what I feel like is what these cards are saying.
I love that.
Yeah.
I'm going to piggyback on your transformation
Yes.
card, right? Because we
Yes.
can't have transformation without forgiveness.
Correct.
And
Oh
this
my
is
God.
this is
Yeah.
self-forgiveness and forgiving other
Correct.
people.
Yes.
Um, I talk to so many clients who I've said, "Can you forgive yourself for that?" And they say
Yeah.
no. Or "Can you forgive them for that?" No. You're going to be stuck forever
Yeah.
if you can't find forgiveness.
Yeah.
And forgiveness doesn't mean that you're okay with what they did.
Right.
Forgiveness doesn't mean that you have to be best friends and love these people again. Forgiveness does mean that you're cutting that cord and letting that go.
It's the attachment.
It's the attachment.
Yeah.
And with finances,
Mm.
this, because these are past life cards, it's specifically saying if you're dealing with financial problems right now, it can be a past life residue, it can be a
Sure.
past life thing. So is there a place, I'm going to connect my two, is there a place that you need to find forgiveness? Has
Mm-hmm.
it been a bad business deal? Has it been
Mm-hmm.
an investment you made that was stupid, that was a scam?
Mm-hmm.
Has
Yeah.
it been, did someone steal from you? Where can you find forgiveness to open up that space to accept, right? Because if
Yeah.
your bookcase is full, yep. If your bookcase is full, always, where are you going to put the new books?
Yeah.
Right.
Where
And
does
I've
the
got
new
them
book go?
shoved in sideways.
Yeah.
But at some point, you have to make space for
Yeah.
something new.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's really interesting because on the like how forgiveness works, and I know we've talked about this before, but
Yeah.
just personally, what I realize for self-forgiveness, for me, when I'm working on forgiveness, it's about a judgment that I'm making about myself. So I have to forgive the fact that I'm making that judgment. And
Mm,
so my prayers recently have been, and I always put my hand on my heart whenever I say that. And that for me, it's very meaningful. You can use the same formula if you want to use it. Just make it meaningful and authentic to you. But I've been saying I forgive myself for judging myself as lackful and
mm,
believing that I don't have enough.
yeah.
Right. So that's a self-forgiveness practice. It's like I forgive myself for judging myself as stupid,
Right.
right? Because I recently made a really bad business decision and honestly I'm getting fucked from it. But I have to forgive myself for judging myself as whatever,
Right.
right? Because at the time of us making a choice or decision, we're only working from the place of where we're at.
What we know in that moment, right?
You're
And the
right.
more we learn, well, okay, I'm going to circle this back to our
Yeah.
angel card, which was
Yeah.
communication.
Yes, yes, yes.
How are we speaking to and about ourselves?
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
I live in Santa Barbara, for those of you who don't know, and a starter home is $1.5 million. I mean,
Yeah.
and that's barely an exaggeration. You
Yeah.
can maybe get a condo for 900,000, but I'm sorry, I don't have that kind of money laying around.
Yeah.
So I'm driving down the street and there was this little house for sale, and I went, never going to make enough money to afford that. And it
Yeah.
echoed in my head, and I went, wait a minute,
Yeah.
that may or may not be true, but it's certainly not going to change if that's the message I keep giving myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
And it's
that has to
really
do with the
true.
forgiveness and the finances and the communication.
Sure,
I
sure.
don't have that. I can't afford that. I don't have enough. I don't.
Yeah.
The more we reinforce those pieces of communication, the less we're going to be able to grow and evolve past that. So all of this comes together. You can't have transformation without that forgiveness, that communication. So there's
Yeah.
yes.
Exactly. And that transformational aspect could just be aware of what you just said. The fact that you said, "Oh, that'll never happen. I can't ever have that."
Right.
The transformation is you stopping yourself and going, "Wait, what? how do I know that that's true? What evidence do I actually have? So you stop the momentum, the energetic momentum of that thought, and you're like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
That is the transformation. Well, that's the work that
Right.
creates transformation. Okay. So there's a lot to reverse engineer here in this healing process, but the transformation is the work. If you're not willing to do the work, there ain't gonna be no transformation,
Yep.
which means there
You mean
won't be
I
any healing.
you mean I have to do more than one sit up to get rock hard abs?
Oh, are we gonna have that conversation? I'm kidding. But yeah, that's exactly what it is. You know, there's no way around it. That's the bypass. You have to go through it. So I think that's what if we create the reading out of all of the cards that we got in this conversation,
Mm-hmm.
that is what we're being called to do. And by the way, past life stuff, if there are such things of or scenarios where in past lives we might have taken on vows of poverty.
Yep.
If we had a lifetime where we were a monk or a nun or a priest
Mm-hmm.
or whatever. So,
Yep.
that's those belief systems stay in the soul. They're not
Yep.
carried by the body. They're
Right.
carried by the soul, which is why these things happen. So,
Yep. 100%.
100%. There
100%.
you go. Yeah.
All right. Let's do one more.
Oh, we're gonna do more?
Sure,
Okay.
why not? It's only been 10 minutes.
Oh my God. Okay.
Of course, I looked at the stopwatch
No,
and
I'm grateful you do that.
didn't push start, so it's a little over 10 minutes. But so I'm gonna go back to the 40 servants, right? And again,
Ooh.
this is a deck that I really, really love. It's very ritualistic as to how to work with these. You sleep with them under your pillow for 40 nights, and then you burn the box that they came in. And I keep these on my altar at the house. But what I love is the website for this is adventuresinwoowoo.com. Shout out to our friends at the 40 Servants, adventuresinwoowoo.com.
Love it.
So these are believed that you can send them out to do work for you, that they protect you, that you can call them in. So I'm going to pick 3 as is recommended, and let's see what we're getting. Oh.
That was a deep breath, Kathy. I'm nervous.
Okay. So I pulled 3 cards.
Mm.
The Thinker,
Mm.
the Planet,
Mm.
and the Dead.
Good Lord.
Yeah, that's why the breath. Okay, so I am going to read what these are because they're very specific what the servants are. So the Thinker first. This servant shows us how to solve problems using our analytical and rational mind. He encouraged us to always go with what is logically correct rather than relying on what our hearts may be saying.
Mm.
The Planet. This servant shows us our place in creation. It encourages us to remember how immense and awe-inspiring the universe is. The Dead. This servant shows us connection to our ancestors and humanity's past. She encourages us to learn from the past so that we don't make the same mistakes over and over again. I don't have to say anything about that.
I think those go really well. Once again, they're pairing really well with the cards that I got. So from the good tarot deck, we have the Messenger of Water. And you're going to love this one. From the Oracle of E deck, we have Loud and Clear. So
boy, you know what? I feel like I almost want to cry.
I know, because I do feel I feel yeah. Well, this is the communication. This is the communication aspect. I do feel that right now you and I are very, very open to receive.
Yeah.
But I really do feel that, for whatever reason, and I hope this doesn't sound snobby or elitist or whatever, but right now we are being conduits for the universe, for God, for our ancestors, all of that. And I think this is really important for everybody to hear, whoever is listening to this. So it's almost like we don't exist. We're just the conduits.
Yeah.
But to me, these are about being fluid and being open to go with the flow, to
Mm.
release the control so that we can hear the messages. We can hear what our brain and body and mind and heart are saying
Yep.
because it's like what we're experiencing right now, and I wish you guys could experience it because I don't know if you have chills or not, but that's usually a sign of confirmation from the universe that you're in complete alignment in
Yeah.
this now moment. That's the loud and clear part. I'm going to say we, everybody who's watching, and hopefully your friends and family, when we can get ourselves to this place of just complete openness, receptivity, and just flow, information and data comes through to us loud and clear. Even if it's through a billboard, even if it's through listening to the radio, using the 3D physical world to give us a message, and we will feel it in our body that we know that that's for us.
Hmm.
So I really feel like right now, everybody, every human being is has the availability to receive
Mm.
really loud and clear messages for everything that your cards were saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Honoring
very
honoring the
interesting.
dead, honoring the planet.
Yeah.
And sometimes, it's so easy as deeply feeling people.
Yeah.
It's easy to get in this, but I feel that way. And you get so lost in the
Yeah.
feeling. It's like sometimes logic has to dictate, right?
Yeah, for sure.
There's been times I've followed my heart and it has been screwed up.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Sometimes you have to think logically about these things. And I think a lot of that comes from presence,
Yeah.
right? It's so easy to get caught up in the emotion of what's happening in the world right
Yeah.
now. And I
Yeah.
think sometimes we need to just ground, center, let's think logically about this
Yeah.
and not run off half cocked, as my dad used to say.
Yeah.
So I think the fact that the thinker, the planet, and the dead came up as a
Yeah.
triad for me,
Yeah.
that's a huge message right there. I think it's
Yeah.
pretty clear.
I think it's pretty clear. Do you know what I did, Kathy? I don't know if I told you this, but I got kind of really sick and tired of hearing and listening. Look, we're deep feelers. I feel things and I feel things really hard.
Hmm.
Happy and sad and angry and whatever. I created a whole separate Instagram account for me. And I specifically am following specific accounts only. So I'm literally curating my social media experience. So I have like my business Instagram account.
Hmm.
I have a personal Instagram account for friends and family,
Yeah,
but I created one. I'm not posting anything. It's my ingestion, it's my diet.
I love that.
And I did that about a week ago. And when I go in to do doom scroll is not appropriate. It's scroll. And it's just I have all of these inspirational quotes.
Yep.
I have, just fun things about flowers because I like flowers or
Oh,
planting, just things that like just make me feel good. So
that's a
I
great idea.
whenever what yeah, we can do that. Just open up a whole separate account and that's what I've been focusing on for the past week. And
Wow.
my nervous system has just been a lot calmer. And I think that's also a reason why I can be so open to
Yes.
receive and just go and go, okay, I'm getting this message loud and clear. I hear you, God, universe.
Yep.
And so I hear what you guys have to say.
Yeah.
So
What a
I would
great
suggest
idea.
doing that. I
Oh,
really suggest doing that. Fun
beautiful.
stuff, positive,
Yep.
everything.
Maybe it's aerial, maybe it's dance, maybe it's circus, maybe
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, that's what I love to
Yeah,
watch.
for sure.
I'll just tag in on that. So I'm reading one of Thich Nhat Hanh's books, who
Okay.
I just love. I had the huge privilege of studying with him at Harvard many, many years ago. He's since passed away. Um, but I'm reading one of his books of meditations.
Mm.
Excuse me. And the one of the ones I read last night was about ingestion and
Hmm.
not only putting good food and water into your body, but what are you allowing in computer wise,
Yeah.
media wise,
Yeah.
other people's language wise, other people's
Yeah.
energy wise. It's a really cool meditation. So
Yeah.
I love that. Curate something
Just
and
we forget that we actually have the power to do things specifically for us that are gonna make us feel good. If we simplify these things, it's do we
yeah,
feel good or do we feel bad? That's it. And do we want to change how that
feels?
Do
I expand? Do I contract?
It's like that. It's literally that simple, but we humans do like to complicate things.
Oh, we're so good at that. Well, and on that note, it's been a while. So I'm Kathy Groover. I can be reached at kathygroover.coach.
And I'm Terrie Huberman. You can catch me at terriehuberman.com. Thank you so much for joining us for this reading on our podcast, International. Okay, great.
International
yeah, we are now. Intentional Awakening Podcast. Have a great day.
See ya.